Hello, Paul here from EMD, Porsche specialist at Carrera. But today I've got a Porsche 996 was towed in, so for a clutch problem. So now we're gonna, the actual release bit, the slave cylinder was leaking pretty bad. Here's the slave cylinder for the clutch. The plastic rod cover at the front was missing as well here, and it was already just, you can tell by the look of it, looks pretty old. It's worn, and that part there worn. The worn part has damaged the actual selector lever, which I'll show you later. So this is the brand new this is the brand new clutch slave cylinder. And that's the little plastic lever I'm talking about. It's broken on the other one. So that part there damaged the old slave cylinder. This part here damaged the actual selector lever, which is this part here. This is the selector lever here. If you look closely, we had to actually repair that part there with an actual special tool that was like deformed one side. So you can see it now, it's nice and neat and looks like a brand new one. Usually people will just get a new one of these, get a brand new one, select the lever from Porsche. I'll show you how the selector lever look like before we done that. Okay, that's how the selector lever look like. See how it looks like it's deformed on the side there? Because the rod was pushing it sideways. So now I'm going to go to the next picture. Now look at that now. So now we managed to actually fix it all up nice and clean. So now it's the same diameter as the actual slave cylinder rod. Okay, this car here has got a brand new clutch as well and a new pressure plate. This is the pressure plate outside with the fingers, and the clutch is inside. The spigot bearing looks alright, I can see it from here. But this brand here is SPEC or spec, clutches and flywheels. Okay, this is the actual release bearing, and this is the lever, release lever. The lever is where you hit, when you hit the clutch, this lever releases the actual clutch. So this is the bearing from before. I'll show you, it fits like this, and when you let go, it just falls off. Alright, and I'll show you how they go in the car. That's the one we fixed in real, before I showed the picture, and now we fixed it. Alright, now I want to put this in the car and I'll show you what I mean. Pretty much like that, goes like that. It's already coming off, look at that. It's coming off, it just comes off like that. See, it's not holding on to the actual clutch lever. That's why it doesn't work properly. So it's two problems. This one here was deformed, and that one there is basically the wrong one. Wrong one, or this is too weak to hold on to the actual side of the selector lever. So I'll show you a new one, how it feels like, how it looks like. So it goes like that, pretty much like that. Hear that noise? Look at that. Nothing is falling off because this is proper. So now I'm going to fit it to the actual gearbox. Make sure it's on properly. That's on and that's on. Put on the gearbox first. Line up the bottom part. Make sure the bottom part's locked. The plastic here is locked to the bottom here. Yep, spin it. If you can move that, if you can spin that 360 or 180, that means it's not locked. But if you see it here, how that part, the bottom part here is locked onto the actual gearbox housing, the cutout is locked. It's a cutout for it. So put this on first, the bottom one first, like that. Like that. That's on. Now the clutch is on. Now I'm going to move it back and forth. That's still on, that's still on. And the actual release bearing is not even coming off. So that's the problem. Now we're going to put the gearbox back in the car, fit it back to the car here, and then we'll go from there. Okay, thanks for watching and please subscribe.